Welcome to another episode of Formation of the Earth or Planet Earth. This is episode 2, and in episode 1 we have discussed about the 4 layers of the Earth in the grass level. And what else did we discuss? We discussed something about formation of Earth, like how long did it start existing. Okay, what was the first point when it started existing? And today we are going to discuss about Earth's interior. So we are going to get into the layers of the Earth in a better level than yesterday. Okay, it's already 40 seconds and let's get into the topic. Novelist Jules Verne imagined journeying to the center of the Earth in his 19th century science fiction classic by that same name. But no human has really ventured deeper than Earth's crust, let alone all the way to the core at its center. Extremes of temperature and pressure make the almost 4,000-mile undertaking impossible. The deepest mine shaft extends no more than 2.5 miles beneath Earth's surface. Interior sample drilling has penetrated only 8 miles down. Scientists gathered information about Earth's interior by recording, imagining, and measuring vibrations or seismic waves caused by earthquakes or explosions. The movement and the speed of seismic waves as they travel through Earth provide data that inform us about the composition and structure of Earth's interior. Earth may have started out as a cold planet and then may have been a molten planet that eventually cooled on the outside. Scientists do not yet agree on those points. Either way, complex geological events created the present structure of Earth's core. The inner part of the core is made of super hot iron-rich material. The temperature there may be as high as 10,000 Fahrenheit. As hot as scientists believe it gets on the surface of the sun. The pressure on the inner core is so intense that it remains solid and does not melt despite such high temperatures. The outer part of the core likely is molten iron and nickel. The entire core is some 4,350 miles in diameter, more than half of Earth's diameter. Studies of Earth's interior suggest that the outer boundary of the core may be irregular, much like Earth's surface. Okay. Actually it may go as deep as 4,000 miles as we go in, but we humans have explored only almost like 8 miles down. I'm sorry about that. Okay, this is a little bit of the Earth's interior. And now a side topic, the Moho and Gutenberg discontinuities. Croatian physicist Andrija Mohorovic, who existed between 1857 and 1936, is one of the first scientists to use seismographic equipment to study earthquakes. Notice that some seismic waves arrived at his observatory earlier than anticipated. From this, he calculated that Earth's crust and mantle had different densities. As seismic waves reach the denser mantle, they speed up. In his honor, the transition zone where the speed up occurs is named as the Moho discontinuity. Seismic waves also undergo changes in speed in the transition zone between Earth's mantle and the outer core. This zone is named the Gutenberg discontinuity, honoring American physicist Benno Gutenberg, who existed between 1889 to 1960, who helped Charles Richter develop the Richter scale. You all might know that the Richter scale is something that measures the earthquake intensity, right? Okay, a seismograph graphs Earth's motion through time. Sensors by a seismograph, an instrument with electromagnetic sensors that detect movement in the Earth's surface. This seismograph shows a single earthquake tremor detected at 3 different locations. Okay, that's a photo actually. It's earthquake which occurred in Afghanistan and Hindu Kush mountains on 2002 3rd March, and that was a photo. Because of copyright reasons, I can't show you the photo here in the video. So you go ahead and search it. Okay, I've given enough clue to explore. Now let's get into some glossary. Lithosphere, a rigid, rocky outer layer of Earth consisting of the crust and the solid outermost layer of the upper mantle. Okay, it's the outermost layer of the upper mantle, and it consists of the rocky outer layer. It includes nearly all the Moho discontinuity. then asthenosphere, a zone of Earth's mantle that lies beneath the lithosphere. It's believed to be much hotter and more fluid than the lithosphere. Mesosphere, a zone of the deep mantle that lies between asthenosphere where rocks are believed to be rigid again. Okay. Now the deepest hole ever dug. This is going to be an interesting topic. Hooray! On Russia's Kola Peninsula near Norway, geologists have been drilling a well since 1970. Now at over 40,000 feet deep, it's the deepest hole in Earth. Next deepest is the Bertha Rogers well in Oklahoma, a gas well for which the drilling stopped at 32,000 feet when molten sulfur was reached. Okay, I'm just testing if you're listening or not. Which is the deepest drill ever dug? It was 40,000 feet deep and it was in Russia's Kola Peninsula near Norway, and it was drilled in 1970. And then the Oklahoma one comes, which is 30,000 feet it's a gas well. Next, the Kola well is being dug to study Earth's crust. Okay, it now goes about 1/3 through the crust of the Baltic continental shield, penetrating to rocks 2.7 billion years old. Scientists noted a change in seismic velocities at the bottom of a layer of metamorphic rock forming by change in its composition, the effects of intense heat and pressure that extends from about 3 to 6 miles down. It had been thoroughly fractured and was saturated with water. No one expected to find water at these depths. The discovery could only mean that water that had originally been a part of the chemical composition of the minerals themselves, not groundwater, had been forced out of the crystals and prevented from rising by an overlying cap of impermeable rock. This phenomenon has never been observed anywhere else. The Kola well discovery has a potential economic impact. No technology exists for mining these depths, but a drill bit could be turned by the mud flow itself, eliminating the need for the entire drill string above. That's all, guys, with the Earth's interior chapter. If you want to know more, let's discuss about the layers of the Earth again. Crust is 6 to 45 miles thick above sea level. It is 2 to 7 miles thick on ocean floor. Thinnest and least dense layer, composed of igneous rock. Mantle, approximately 70-90 miles thick, includes both brittle and molten layers. Temperature reaches nearly 6,800 Fahrenheit. Heat increases with depth. And then the outer core, approximately 1400 miles thick, composed of molten metal, especially iron and nickel. Then the inner core, 750 mile radius, solid due to pressure, composed primarily of iron. Temperature reach more than 10,000 Fahrenheit. That's all with the chapter Earth's interior. We have completed our episode 2 of our podcast series Planet Earth. Thank you for listening to this, and post your doubts and recommendations in the comments. See you again in the next episode. Bye bye.